Some people maybe wonder, why do Sikhs don't cut their hair? Why is it against their religion to cut their hair? Um, you can't really say against. Why should we? Why would you want to cut? Why should a Sikh cut their hair? And it's a fact that everybody's born a Sikh, right? But they change themselves. When we're born, we're the way that the Creator made us. And if we don't touch our body, don't do anything with it, it's not only hair. Tattoo, if you put a tattoo on, you change the way that God made it, you put it on your body. You get earrings, nose piercings, you change the way that God created you. Right? You put on makeup on just to make yourself look pretty. Besides that, why do we? There's many reasons. The first reason is, I already explained it, is God created you that way. He gave us our nose, He gave us eyes, He gave us lips, He gives us ears, hands, feet, right? They all have a function for us, right? So, and people may say, well, yeah, but hair doesn't have a specific function. Well, that's false, because hair is proven to give you energy. Check the internet. I'm not making anything up. It gives you energy, and it also prevents many cancers. Search it up. You can search it up, or right now pause the video and search it up. Why didn't you cut your nose? If you want to cut your hair, why don't you cut your nose off? Why don't you cut your ear? Right? Maybe people will say, oh, it would hurt, right? But the same way, you're destroying your the roots from your head, right? People say, what about the nails, right? When we comb our hair, dead hairs come out, right? The nail, if you cut the white part, which is the dead part, it doesn't hurt, right? But if you cut the pink part, it'll hurt, right? The same way, try to without scissors, without any tools, naturally try to cut your hairs. Pull it out. It's gonna hurt, right? It's part of your body. Second reason is for Sikhs in our history. This is mostly for Sikhs, right? When the Arab invaders were coming to India, and they were killing many Hindus and converting them, killing their men and raping their women, Sikhs gave their own lives to protect them, right? Guru Gobind, I'll get back to that, when Guru Gobind kept the case. So many Sikhs gave their own lives, and the Mughals said to them, because Sikhi has quite a little bit similarities of Islam as well, same with a little bit of Hinduism. So when the Sikhs, the Mughals would say, trim your mustaches, right? Trim your mustaches and become like us, become Muslim. They said no, and they died for keeping the hair. Our ancestors died for keeping the hair. Today, no one's here to kill you. Maybe no one's here. I'll get back to that part, why people cut it. Nobody's here to kill you. No one's gonna say, hey, I'm gonna kill you now, right? We're free to live how we are. Our parents, a lot of parents, and they cut their kids' hairs just for them to fit in with society. But when the Mughals said, will convert to Sikhism, they said no, and they died for their faith. No one's here to kill you now, right? Think what our ancestors would think, right? Just think about it a little bit. Think the ways brutally how they were killed by the Mughals. It's almost like ISIS. Sikhs faced something just like ISIS before, right? And third reason, the big third reason, is because you accept your being as yourself. You lose the ego. I've lost a lot of ego. You don't want to be like, okay, I'm gonna dress up, I want to look attractive for the girls. Why do you, as people, mostly for kids from Sikh backgrounds, why do you want someone to like you for who you're actually not? Think for a second. Who are you actually? What were you born to be? Has it ringed a bell? Guru Gobind Singh said, I'll give my Sikh a distinct and a unique appearance, which will stand out in millions. And you know why that was the case? When his father, the Kashmiri Pandits, the Hindus, they said that that the Mughals are forcefully trying to convert us, please help us. And Guru Gobind sent his father to be martyred. And he thought that the Sikhs that were there were a lot of monne, the ones that cut their hair, and there were some that were the terms. And he said, why didn't anybody do anything? He asked one of the Sikhs that were doing that. He said, I don't know, some of them were monne and some of them were monne, which means they cut their hair, and some were sardars. So when Guru Gobind Singh said, 2 years later, he said, this is history, but in Vaisakhi, he said, I need 5 heads. It's funny, don't freak out now. It's nothing, he didn't actually murder them. I'm just going to say that straight up. I know there's a lot of Canadian viewers that are not from Sikh backgrounds, they're going to freak out, right? When I say he needs 5 heads. He didn't actually kill them. He said, I need 5 heads. And one person stood up, he said, I need 5 heads for God, right? One person put his hand up and he said, I'll come. And there was a sound, right? And it was like red, it looked like blood. When he came out, the audience would go, right? And the person, he was still in there, he was sitting. 4 more people came up, and after that, nobody came, right? And he baptized them, and he said, this is my Sikh. This my Sikh, I'm baptized. I'm not baptized yet. I don't have a kirpan, which is that knife. So he said, my Sikh will stand out in millions, and if there's any injustice happening anywhere, he won't be scared to give his life for truth and justice, right? And Sikhs who they're cutting their hair for the girls, they're cutting it to because they think they look better, right? They cut it in because they want to fit into society, right? For the girls, I already explained it. Is it worth having somebody to like you just for your looks? You got more to yourself. If you become a proper, from your heart, a Sikh, you're a better person. Because the world's false. Looks matter. Sikhs are beautiful. Do I look ugly? Do you think wearing a turban, having this beard, I'm uglier than before? Some people may say yes, some people say, Chetan, you just look beautiful now. Thanks, that's your opinion. Doesn't matter. Right? Doesn't matter. Fitting in. Were we born to fit in, or were we born to stand out? Were we born to stand out? Were we born to fit in, or were we born to stand out? Right? Were you born to fit into society, how society behaves? Right? Have do judgments, have anger. Your duty was to stand for the truth and stuff. What have we done now? Punjabi songs all about fake stuff. Why is there so much Punjabi gangsters out there, right? Talking about guns, girls. I'm not going to talk about the gang thing. If you want to know about it, it's in the previous video. Check that out. Right? We've attached ourselves to falseness. Falseness might be sweet. For example, if you're false, the other person might feel he's nice. When you're false, you try to give someone, your friend does a bad thing, you say, you know what, you were kind of really out of it. But you were a rebel that day, man. That was the way you danced, and the way you danced with those chicks, even if they were uncomfortable, right? Even if they were uncomfortable, your fake friends are going to be like, that was awesome. If your real friend is, he'll sit with you, he'll talk with you and say, yo, what are you, like, sit you in the car and say, yo, what are you doing, man? You have sisters at home, don't you? Would you like if somebody did that with your sister? Dancing with them forcefully? Think about it, man. If I was their brothers, I would have slapped you right now. Did your ancestors do that? Did they do this? No. They respected the girls' honors. And what are you doing? You're playing with theirs? You know, that's an example. Truth. What's better, the false person giving him, pushing him to do that? What if he rapes after? Best to deter it. The truth is sour. Maybe he's gonna think, oh, Chetan, he's talking to me harsh, right? But after, he's gonna think later, maybe a few days after, he's like, Chetan, I actually realized what I did. That was a mistake, right? And sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes a month, right? But you know, truth is sweet. Falseness is sour. That's the truth. What has the world revolved around? Falseness. Right? The world's revolved around falseness. Right? when we're younger, we know what's bad and wrong, right? When we grow up in school, don't steal, don't cheat, don't hurt anyone's. When we're older, we start bullying people. We start cheating on girlfriends just for pleasure, even though she might love us a lot. We start lying to save our butts and take advantage of others, right? Guru Nanak says, our founder, he said, this world is staged as a drama. We're in a dream, and it's a drama. This world's a drama around us, right? Once your eyes open up, you see the truth, and then you don't judge anyone either. You don't judge anyone. There's no right and wrong, but that doesn't give you the right to do something wrong, right? Use your mind, right? And I'm not here, like, again, to say, I'm just trying to open up the mindsets, right? At the end, it's your choice, right? I talked in the videos before. You cut your hair. If you're a good human being, that's good. Maybe you're not ready from inside, but my message was to give that inspirational, to inspire people, right? To come into Sikhi, right? To come into Sikhi, because it does save you. You're less if you wear a turban, you're less likely to abuse a girl. You're less likely to take drinks and stuff. Like, that's from my experience. Some people may argue, right? But I'm no way here to convert anybody, because my message was for those for the Sikhs, for my fellow Sikhs, right? And it's just to inspire. I'm just giving the reasons. What's the purpose of keeping here? What's the historical reasons, right? A lot of people say it's modern times. That was only times for them. We eat the same. We work the same, we go to school and all that. What's modern? Right? And Jesus Christ, you can see him, he has, in pictures, he has long hair and a beard. Buddha, he has a gutti on his head. Krishna, a lot of the Hindu goddesses, they had long hair, right? Muhammad in Islam, he had a beard. Abraham in Judaism, they had a lot of all the Greek gods, they had long hair. Long hair was common in men before, right? Long hair is seen as spirituality even in First Nations, right? So that's your choice. You want to cut your hair? Go ahead. I was just giving in Sikhism why it's not that good to cut your hair, right? But we're all children of the Creator, right? And regardless if we're Monne Sikhs or we're Singhs, right? We're all children. And I wish good luck to all your spiritual paths, that we can become the best Sikhs that we can, right? And that's all that I'd like to say for this video. It's a short one. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.